go to SDCCD.edu, probably a web page that you're relatively familiar with, or at least I hope you are. We're going to get started with logging in. So I'll give everyone a minute to get there. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Love that pin. All right, once here, we're going to click on organization in our upper right-hand side. And then we are going to scroll down to click on institutional effectiveness. So again, organization to institutional effectiveness. And this is going to be the homepage for planning, research, and institutional effectiveness. Everybody go ahead and scroll all the way down. I'll point out a couple of things here. First of all, this is an area where you can contact everyone who's pretty much in the room today. I know Jesus and Marnie and Debbie have a couple of things that are organized, but if you're having issues with permissions and things like that, you can always reach out to them, and this is an easy way to find their contact. But for right now, we're going to focus on clicking Access Campus Labs here. So go ahead and click on that. Now, I know I jumped ahead a page, but you all are on a page that's going to ask for you to log in. You're going to use the same credentials that you all use on campus. So the beginning of your email, so the same email you've used to log in. So Jesus would log in with J. Rivas, so the same credentials that you use on campus, the same password as well. I know Jesus had to change his password yesterday, so if anybody else recently updated their password, use the new one. And I'll give you all a minute to get logged in. So your login is the same username and password you use on campus.
Just one thing, there might be some folks that didn't send out of the
Oh. So if it already logged you in and you're thinking in the upper right-hand corner that is not your own name, go ahead and click on the name and click sign out. Can you give me a hand raise if you're not logged in right now? Okay, wait a second. All right. Did you get logged in? I'm good. Okay, good. That's it. Awesome. So for those of you who are on the same page as me now, we're going to go ahead and click on planning. Now I'm going to throw out a big caveat right now. Your page is not going to look identical to mine. I am logged in as an administrator, so I see a couple of different more pieces of information. Yours probably looks a little bit more like this, with my plan items, your navigational bar to the left, and announcements on the right. Is everybody seeing something similar to mine? Maybe not identical, but similar? Yep. I'm going to pause for just 1 second. And of course, if you have questions that you think are helpful for the group, you can feel free to just raise your hand and let us know. Yep.
Sorry.
Lori, yes.
You defined my item, sorry.
I did not yet. Do you want to come up here and do it, Lori?
No.
Okay.
I don't have it.
That's okay. Yours might be 0. So on our right-hand side, I'll go over first. Underneath announcements, these are all of the items that Jessica, Jesus, Marnie, and Debbie will put for your reference. So I imagine a PDF version of your packet will be there so that if you lose this really wonderful handout that you'll be able to still have a copy. We're also recording today's sessions. We're going to make shorter sessions or shorter videos out of them. We'll host them here as well so that it will just be a reminder of how to kind of go through this workflow with a video if you prefer video to having like a document or a guide. My items, who sees 0 here? Okay, if you have a 0 here, it just simply means that for this area, you haven't actually gone in and added anything potentially yet. The responsible items you can completely ignore. And then on our left-hand side, this is where we're going to do a lot of our navigation. So you all see the little house, which is your dashboard. And then you see this little like V icon that is for our plans. So I want everybody to follow me and click on, it's your second button down, plans. Okay. Now that we're in the plan area, this is where we do the bulk of our work. So you can think of a plan as a container. So here we have, and everybody click on, you could be seeing strategic plan or a different plan name here, but essentially the second drop down, go ahead and open it up. So I'm seeing all of the plans that currently exist at your institution. You all are probably seeing a smaller number of plans. These plans are essentially the containers that hold the forms that you're going to be filling out for different purposes. So you'll see that there are going to be some for resource or requests for resources, some for your strategic plan, etc. So this is how we get to the different plans that y'all are going to be filling out. Above that, go ahead and click on the drop down for fiscal year. So this is how we move through time. So if you had a plan that you filled out in Canvas Labs planning last year, you could toggle back to FY 2018 and that content will still be there for historical purposes, for reference purposes. And then moving forward to FY 2019, so I want everybody to just make sure they're on FY 2019. That is where this year's content is going to go. And again, below that is going to be how we get to the different plans. Jesus is really going to get into each one of the plans and templates. I'm kind of just doing the basic high-level overview. So now that we know how to go within plans, I want everybody to go to their annual administrative review, or instructional or administrative review. Yes.
I see an annual instructional review, it doesn't apply to me, but I don't see the administrative review, the program review.
So for so the annual instructional review is going to be the program review.
For everybody else.
I'll have Marty or Jesus confirm that. All right. If everybody can click on my units, or you might already be there. Does everybody see the department or the program that they work within? Does anyone not see it? Raise their hand. Okay. So we'll have someone come around and make sure that you get added. Thank you. We'll pause for just a quick second. Does anyone else have any questions while we're at a brief pause? All right, if you don't have access yet, if you're the person sitting next to you does or somebody in your department is here, you can go ahead and sit with them until we get you access. I think access was just determined by who pre-signed up or pre-sent in permissions. Jesus, do you want me to wait a second? Okay.
No, but she can do all of it. No. No, she can do all of this. No, yeah, she should have a free time. Well, she does. I have stretched I have here. Administrative.
For those of you that are with me, in the middle section, do you all have at least one, like an instructional template there? Like a blue hyperlink that you can click on? I'll show you what it looks like. Does everybody see something similar to this in the middle? No? Does anyone have that in the middle? So you should be under annual instructional review or annual administrative review. So using the plans and then my units, and then you should be in your department.